Man, they can control Jay-Z and Beyonce. They can control Charles Barkley, but they can't control me. And you see a lot of people in Hollywood, they end up going missing. That's right. They can't control me. Man, I've been listening to them Kanye interviews. I've been going down the rabbit hole of the New World Order taking over black entertainment. And let me tell you, folks, it gets real up in here. It gets real. Jay-Z running around with that ma'am, Beyonce, Mr. Beyonce. Oh. Oh, one sec. Oh. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I thought there was somebody at the door for a second. Anyway, all these hook-nosed people teaching these black folk witchcraft, like telling them you need to be a witch, a practicing witch, some kind of diabolical demon worshiper to be black. Well, let me tell you something. They don't know about Moses the Black. They don't know about the Ethiopians. They don't know. And they don't know that they're digging a pit. They're going to fall into themselves. That's right. Yeezy 2024. Yeah. For real, though, man. I've been going down the hip-hop rabbit hole, man. Oh, my goodness. It is dirty and deep. I've gone down it before. I didn't like what I saw. And to be honest, I got a little bit spooked. I had to turn around and get out. But I'm looking back into it. Now, with all this Yeezy stuff coming on, I was just watching the Asmongold reaction. And pretty milquetoast NPC takes from Asmongold. And pretty much all of his audience. Most of his audience, 80% of his audience. Really just wet brain, smooth brain takes, when it comes to group dynamics and geopolitics, and it seems like there's no sympathy for the black people. Like seriously, like seriously, dude. Like they're literally getting ritualistically murdered, like totally used and abused, by Hollywood, by the media, by international jewelry, and nobody has sympathy for them. Everybody's just like, it's a conspiracy theory, anti-Semitism. It's like, oh my goodness, there's no subtlety whatsoever. Oh my goodness.
Objective noted.
Yeah, we're gonna have to react to the Asmongold reaction streams. That stuff is pretty out there. He's kind of like your archetypal nihilist Lobotarian. I mean, you just got your basic
might be useful.
Basic bitch take about, people should be able to do whatever they want, and can't criticize people based on statistics, otherwise, you're going to get criticized for statistics. It's like, okay, criticize me based on statistics, okay? We can have the debate. We can be honest about what reality is, right? Like, okay, men commit more violence. That's true. Let's have some subtlety and apply that within context to the worldview here. But no, we can't even have a debate about context or how things apply in reality, because it's like, then you'd be offending somebody or providing a take that might get you canceled. So no, we can't do that. We got to keep our income streams steady. Anyway. So here's a book. The Harpers, the most well-known of the Sword Coast cabals. Cabals, see, we're talking about cabals. Perhaps, but certainly not benign as it in its shrouded doings. My sources claim that those belonging to this mysterious faction abhor power, but if that is so, why do they not expose the revelations of their inquiries for the public good? Why indeed? Because knowledge is power, and the Harpers intend to keep both for themselves. Okay, so it seems like the Harpers are sort of like a stand-in for the Templars, the Freemasons, You notice their sign is essentially a Templar cross, which it doesn't necessarily apply to the Templars, right? You can use that cross for many things, right? It's a cross, but it does look very, very similar to the Templar cross. It's red, you know, it has red gems in it, right? Which, you know, the Templar cross is red in most cases. And so it seems like the Harpers are sort of an analogy for the Templars, for the Freemasons. They hoard knowledge for themselves, and then essentially tell everybody it's for the public good. Shadow Druids. Weigh the life of a man against that of a sapling oak. Which do you value more highly? Ask a Shadow Druid the self-same question and be shocked by their answer. This dangerous group utterly disregards intelligent life in favor of the life plants and insects. It sounds like most people now. It sounds like most people. Most people have joined the Shadow Druid faction. Most people on Earth here, completely post-human, post-human civilization we're living in. Most people would rather live with a pack of dogs than live around humans these days. And I guess I can't blame them because humans have taken on the culture of animals, right? Post-Christianity. And now we're all just beasts. We're all just animals. We're all just living in the animal domain because we have no higher power to answer to and no guiding ethics to essentially make us human. So their perversion of the natural order leads them to plan and execute plots so dastardly that the mere description of one would leave you glancing sideways at your begonias. The Order of Clurd, the least known and accordingly most dangerous of the secret societies I have researched, is the Order of Clurd, and my sources tell me this shadowy conspiracy of murderers, mutilators, and tyrants regularly meet to plan the demise of any number of innocent citizens of the fair land. What's more, they like it. Okay, so we see here a description of essentially the satanic Luciferian faction of the secret societies that rule the world, right? So they like it. They enjoy applying suffering and applying pressure to the population to make it do what they want. They actually they revel in the torture, they revel in the despair and the chaos that they create. Right, and they meet up. They're called the Order, right? So the Order, right? It's implying that there's an order to it, right? So they're getting order out of chaos through murder, mutilation, and tyranny, and conspiracy, and they don't care how many innocent people die, and they like it, right? So this is essentially a one-to-one description of the Luciferian Satanists that rule the world. Dark Justicars. I shudder even to inscribe their name upon the purity of this page. I shall leave it at this. They worship Shar. Ooh. That girl that we're with worships Shar. Ooh. Is she part of the Dark Justicars? I really don't want to hang out with this chick. Shar's like the goddess of death or something. I don't think I like that very much. I don't think I like that very much. All of the NPCs that they gave me suck. I hate all of them. They're horrible. They all are bad. The Githyanki is just overbearing and insufferable. Okay, Shadowheart is like some sort of like secret satanic witch or something. Gale is just an annoying freaking. I can't even describe. He's just like, "Oi, God! Oi, let me eat all of your rare artifacts! Oi, oh, I'm so funny and quirky and oh yes, It's like, oh my gosh, how do I describe Gale? How do I describe Gale? He's like somebody you would meet outside of an English, like an English furry convention or something. Yeah, he's like an English furry without the costume. I don't know. It's unbelievable. I can't. He's like your typical D&D player, I guess, if you want to put it that way. He's your typical insufferable lib D&D player. Let's see. So we just freed the druids and the devil people.
I was worried I'd never see Master Halsin again.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You kept your word. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I don't know if I can ever restore Sylvanus' peace to this place, but I'll have the chance. Thanks to you.
Sylvanus' peace, yeah. I don't know if you're gonna get any peace from that devil god you're worshiping, but yeah, I guess you'll see, right? Um, let's see. What are we going? What are we working on next? What are we going for? Let's check our journal. Alright, so main quest. Travel to Moonrise Towers. Find a way to Moonrise Towers. The Dream Visitor told us to go to Moonrise Towers. We might find answers there about our parasites. Halcyon said that the illithid parasites had been altered by followers of the Absolute. If we want answers, we need to head to the cult's base at the Moonrise Towers. Okay. Rescue the druid Halcyon. Halcyon thanked us and said that Wrath would surely reward us for our efforts. Halcyon said that we are in no immediate danger and that answers are at Moonrise Towers. We can celebrate tonight and discuss a plan in the morning. What? So I gotta talk to Zevlor. Okay. We learned of Githyanki patrol to the northwest. They might be able to lead us to the crest. Okay, so we gotta go get the Githyanki patrol. That's straight to the northwest. It's pretty close. Dream Visitor told us that the true soul parasite can enhance us if we absorb its potential. Yeah, right. Freaking Dream Witch. Discover the artifact's secrets. Ugh.
It might be time for another. I've no fan of those devils either, but they're leaving.
Minthara, the Drow commander, spoke of the artifact we carry. She is looking for it on behalf of the Absolute and believes it to be in the Emerald Grove. We should find out more about it. Shadowheart carries a strange artifact. It seems to protect us from a horrible voice. She stubbornly avoids the subject. We should find out more about it. Okay. Looking for it on behalf of the Absolute. We should find out more about it. Okay, so it's we're gonna find out more about this from Shadowheart. She's being freaking tough, man. Okay, so we saved the refugees. We find the Night Song. One of the adventurers investigate the temple. One of the adventurers, the dwarf Brian, has a map leading to the Night Song. However, he was killed by goblins at the temple. The Night Song is some kind of temple. It must be the goblin camp. A wizard in Baulders Gate is offering a huge sum of money to anyone who brings him the Night Song. Well, I couldn't figure out the puzzle. Oh, front door. I got a good door. I'll be back.
Master Halcyon's past his prime. It might be time for another. I'm no fan of those devils either, but they're leaving. If it had been up to Kolga, they would never have been here at all.
Alright. Never mind. So yeah, Night Song is in some kind of temple, must be in the goblin camp. I don't want to waste too much time on that, man. Blade of the Frontiers, we recruited... Wait. Daughter of Darkness. Continue traveling with Shadowheart. Shadowheart told us she had allowed her memories to be suppressed so she could serve Shar without compromising her. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Okay, so Shadowheart told us that she had allowed her memory to be repressed so she could serve Shar without compromising her. So literally like MK Ultra stuff, right? Like a brainwashed... Oh my gosh, I can't deal with this guy just talking on and on and on. Shut up, dude. Shut up so I can talk. Shut up, dude. Shut up. Alright, so Shadowheart had her memory suppressed so that she could serve Shar. Which evokes like MK Ultra, right? Suppressing memories so that they can literally serve their masters, right? MK Ultra survivors will often talk about, and people who study this stuff, that their memories are repressed and compartmentalized into different personalities so that they can essentially serve different functions for whatever mafioso group has control of them. Let's look around here and see if there's any quest markers nearby that we can check out. Rescue the druid Halcyon, talk to Zevlor. Okay, yeah, we gotta go talk to Zevlor. Down at our camp here, it looks like. And there's the temple, the goblin camp. We gotta go check out the temple. Hitting goblin stash down there that we can get. And okay, so we need to talk to Zevlor. There's also that damn cow. right? And there's that kid who ran off. What? Alar. Is there somebody up there that I need to talk to? Up here? Halson, Carrick,
We lost our way.
Apicus.
Never again.
Says I need to talk to somebody, but I think. Over this way. Inui. Is it Inui? Do I have to talk to Inui? I think I have to talk to Inui. Or
The air feels different. Colder.
no.
God's way ahead.
Idol of Sylvanas. Oh, I can steal the idol. That would be epic. I don't know. I can't. Oh, over here. There we go. Alar, what's up, brah?
Things are starting to calm down, thanks to you. We can finally get some rest.
Is that it? Why is there a marker here? Autumn crocus. Recipe unlocked. Supplement of autumn crocus. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is. Emerald Grove. Oh, that's just the marker for the place. Okay. Well, let's get the heck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like really quick. Like fast. It'll actually be faster if we go from here. So. All right. I'm gonna go up this way. Okay. I have to say, this game is really great. I really like it. Just one thing I don't like. The characters. The characters are just insufferable. I guess that would be the best word to describe it. It's just insufferable. They're all really hard to take. They're just not likable, annoying. The dialogue options are just sometimes, you know. I understand you can't make everybody happy, but sometimes it's just like, come on, man. Like you give me 3 options that are all shit, and yeah, I don't know. All the characters.
We're ready to head to your
I have something. I have something to say after this. So all the characters are essentially like, what would you call that? Place-ins. Like they're putting themselves in the game, right? It's like, I don't know. It's like overacting characters. It's like characters that you would see in a bad D&D campaign with a bunch of nerdy geeks who know nothing about like sociology or the way the world works actually, right? Like it's not, when I'm playing this game, the characters are not evocative of real characters that I would imagine would actually be in this world. Oh, 1 second. I gotta check the front door. Alright, I think I'm good. But yeah, the characters in this game do not remind me of characters that I would think would be in the setting, in a medieval fantasy setting. It's just really like goofy and silly, and I get that they're trying to represent like a D&D campaign, right? Like where you're sitting down, you're playing with your friends, and it often gets really silly and jokey, and it's funny and almost satirical, right? But it it often takes away from the believability of the world, right? When everything's just goofy and silly and funny. Like I went to the D&D movie. I saw it in theaters. And it was really hard for me to not just it was really hard for me to not just talk over the whole movie, right? And just I mean, when I go to a movie, hey, let's just say like I belong in Compton. You know what I mean? Like I'd be with those people in the movie theater. Like that's who I am in the movie theater. I'm sitting there. I'm the asshole who's commenting on everything. Oh, that's not believable. Oh, watch, this is gonna happen in 5 seconds. Oh, that was predictable. Blah blah blah. I'm that guy. I'm horrible to watch a movie with. I will fully admit that. Okay, and I'm never gonna change. No, I'm just kidding. I try to be better, but the whole movie was just goofy and funny, and and there was great CGI and epic action scenes, which were exciting, but also like I just didn't care about any of it because it was all unbelievable. I knew what was going to happen. There was no real struggle or concern for the characters. I mean, you all knew that they were. I mean, you knew what was going to happen. It was extremely predictable, and it may as well have been made for toddlers. You know what I mean? Like toddlers could have predicted what was going to happen in the movie, and there really wasn't any depth as far as narrative, like as far as meta narrative. What were they talking about? It was nothing. It was a movie about nothing. A bunch of action scenes and CGI, and for that reason, and I had to bite my tongue, right? Because everybody's like, "Oh, that's such a great movie." No, it's a shit. It's a piece of shit. Okay, and it is fun to watch sometimes. Well, not, it wasn't even really that fun to watch. The action scenes and the CGI and all that stuff. That's really I guess it's fun to watch. I don't know. There were parts in that movie where I was like, yeah, okay. Oh, I was on the edge of my seat with the action scenes, right? And there were parts of it that made me kind of giggle, you know. But the comedy is forced, right? In Lord of the Rings, when a situation arises where there's a little bit of comedy, right? It's actually funny because the world that they're in is like this dark, oppressive world, and it's not flippant, right? Like they're not treating this darkness flippantly, right? They're treating it with sincerity and solemnity and seriousness, right? And so when funny things happen, it's like, oh, we get a break from this. That's funny, we get a break from this depression, essentially from this dark world, right? But everything in D&D is just happy and goofy, and oh, somebody just got their face smashed in, but it's funny. It's like, what? Where is this seriousness? I just don't get it. People are so flippant with their violence, and it totally makes it meaningless. It makes it totally meaningless. It's like Deadpool. I actually really liked Deadpool when it first came out because I was one of these mainstream NPCs, I guess. But now looking back on it, I'm just like, what the hell is even the point of this movie? Like what are they commenting on? What is the meta narrative here? It's just ultra violence for the sake of ultra violence, and then it's like flippant about it. It's like, oh, funny. Some guy just got smashed into a pulp. He just got turned into ground meat. Oh, it's like, what are we laughing at here? Like, are we laughing at people getting brutally murdered? Because that seems like, what we're laughing at. And yeah, maybe that's not a good thing. Maybe we should be commenting on that a little bit more. You know, I don't know. Oh, well, they're bad people. Oh, okay. So I guess just because you think somebody's a bad person, and you probably have a relative mindset, so it's like, well, everybody's truth is different. So for you, it's funny when somebody you don't like gets brutally murdered. But when somebody else doesn't like but you like gets brutally murdered, then you're like, oh, that's crime against humanity, I'm guessing, right? So yeah, total double standard. And I just don't like it. I don't like the flippancy. I don't like the flippancy. Lord of the Rings didn't treat violence with flippancy. You know what I mean? Like there were a few parts. There were a few parts where they kind of played on the humor of the situation, right? And it was like an Orakai or something. It was like some beastly monster that was being killed, but they didn't overplay it for sure, right? Because even like killing something evil is still like brutal and savage and sort of it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Like you'd rather not do it, right? You'd rather the thing didn't even exist in the first place or was good, so you didn't have to kill it. You know, like, but you know, it's just this weird mindset where everything is funny. You know, like, dude, like shut the hell up. Like, can we have any seriousness whatsoever in this game? And then there's this juxtaposition, right? And so they're like, oh, well, there is seriousness, and it's brutal, and, you know, it's like there's people getting their heads chopped off, and people dying, and parasites getting in your eye and stuff. It's like, yeah, but all of that is contrasted and juxtaposed with this, like, flippancy. Like, nothing really matters. Or, I don't know. Like, that's just this sort of feeling that I get from it, right? That's just the feeling that I get from it. Like, but maybe I'm off base here. Maybe I'm wrong. But it just feels like there's this lack of seriousness that pulls me out of the world, right? Like the characters are not taking the world that they are in seriously. Like they're describing it to me as if it's like, oh, this is a funny story, isn't it? Like, but you're supposed to sell me on this world, sell me on the setting, right? Sell me on the narrative, sell me on the plot. Tell me something I didn't know already, right? I do like the I mean there is sort of a I wouldn't call it a meta narrative. I guess you could though. I mean it's so prevalent in this plot here. You could say that the meta narrative is like MK Ultra, right? And mind control, sleeper agents, stuff like this, right? I mean we just see it in the opening scene. You are essentially bugged, right? you have something inserted into your body, into your brain, right? Through the eye, through the gate of the soul, the portal to the soul, right? Which is often conflated with the mind, right? Mind control. And this thing is essentially the thing about this parasite is that it controls people's minds, right? It turns you into something else. Just like MK Ultra mind control, right? It controls your mind, it turns you into something else. You flip into an altered personality. That's literally what you're doing. You're altering. The thing is altering you, right? And so there's that narrative. You know, you're strapped down to a chair, you get the parasite in your face, you turn into the MK Ultra victim, and now you're trying to get the parasite out, right? You're trying to get debugged. You're trying to get deprogrammed, right? So that you're not getting mind controlled by the mind flayers, right, who seem to have some sort of conspiracy or whatever. They have a plan. It's part of their culture. It's part of their broader ethnological agenda or whatever that they're going to enslave, you know, humanity through enslave all living things through this mind parasite, right? I mean, how? I mean, do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Are you too smart to see it? Are you too dumb to see it? Let me help you, okay? But yeah, there's this MK Ultra meta narrative that you can see, and also you have Shadowheart, who's like an MK Ultra survivor of Shar, so she serves literally the goddess of darkness, which you know you could say has complete parallels to Lilith or Satan, right? And often, these MK Ultra survivors will tell, and the people who research this, it's over and over and over again, these people are brainwashed, they have their memories taken away, right? Forced amnesia, and then they also have demons attached to their personalities. They are like essentially forcibly possessed, right? They put them into an altar, and they essentially raise this alter ego in Satanism or whatever, and then they will go through rituals to possess this person with the demon, right? Sounds really crazy if you're not if you haven't researched this stuff for the past 10 years, or if you're not a Christian. But it's real. It's realer than dirt, man. And so she literally is a servant of darkness. She had her mind erased so that she could serve uh, the goddess of darkness, right? I mean, how many more parallels do you need? You know, I mean, how many more parallels do you need? Do you need me to? Must I go on? You know. So we'll keep going with this. We will keep going with this, and I will draw more parallels as the arc continues. But that's my breakdown of this, right? Esoterically, I should say exoterically, on the surface, the outer understanding of this thing basically leaves me unsatisfied, annoyed, just generally annoyed. The characters are bad. The plot is not, whatever. It's not great, but most of the characters are really bad. The characters are just unbearably millennial, and I just can't stand it. There's no depth to them, they don't believe. It's just bad, right? It's just bad. There's no depth to them. They're not profound. They have no profound ideas, except for like this sort of like surface level, new agey, like, ooh, I don't know. I can't even. I can't even. I shouldn't crap on it too much, but because I'm eating my own foot here. But the surface level exoteric narrative of this thing is boring and stupid. But the esoteric narrative of this thing is kind of cool. Because what they're telling us, in my opinion, is that these things are real, right? They're using a fantasy setting to expose, I guess, or maybe not expose, or maybe to... there are many reasons why they would do this, right? Not even to expose, but to essentially program you, right? It could be a subtle programming, right? Oh, this stuff is in the media. Oh, you're just talking about the thing that you saw in a video game. Oh, MK Ultra, that was in that movie. That's just in the movies, bro. You're a fucking conspiracy theorist, So that is a part of it, right? You put these elements in games and movies and television shows, and then when people look it up and say, look, Henry Kissinger was here, here, and here, and he had control over this and that, and he was, tied in with this, and there was a conspiracy between these people, and the Rockefellers, and George H.W. Bush, and look, he was there in the background of the JFK assassination. People are just like, no, 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 no. I saw that in the movie, so it's not real. Dur, 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 dur. So... you can't really. There's only so far that you can take people on this journey, because they'll just shut down. They'll just completely shut down, and they don't want to hear it. Right? They don't even want to hear it. They don't even want to hear it. It's not that they want. That's not that they disagree, and they, would like to have a conversation about it or whatever, to see what you think about it, maybe how their ideas don't really conform with reality, maybe, or how yours don't. They don't want to have a conversation about it. They just want to shut it down. They don't want to think about it, because if they do think about it, then their ideas might change, and then they might have to actually do something different in their life, or believe something different, and it just makes it hard. It makes it hard when you believe the truth. Or you're trying to believe the truth. Yeah, that's hard, man. Yeah, you gotta you feel like you have to do something, and your conscience is bothering you, and it's tough. It's tough. It's such a hard life. Burying your head in the sand is so much easier. All right, ready to head to your camp? Are you? Let's go.
Excellent. Lead the way.
I'm fine. Loosen up, Icaron. No, an owlbear.
Toddlers are easier to please than you lot.
Alright, I'll talk to Asterion.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And
You didn't do anything.
now that I'm here, I hate it. This is awful.
Really? Saving lives is awful?
We killed some goblins to save some tieflings. The tally of lives didn't change much. But what do I get for all my hard work? A pat on the head. and
Materialist,
vinegar
nihilist,
tonight.
selfish. True vampire. Take his bottle and try the wine. I'll say whinge all you want. I'm having fun.
By all means, go and enjoy yourself. I'll be here, waiting for the sunrise.
Okay. Okay, fruity boy.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold!
Floating mug. Uh-oh. Got a floating mug. Oh man, the invisible hand. It's the meta narrative. It's the MK Ultra meta narrative. I'll clap.
Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Man, these fake British accents.
Hearts a quiver. We raised our bows. None of that poetic stuff.
Okay, where is Zeblar?
But we were brave and fried them all with a thunder wave. But that's not what happened. Live a little.
Oh, do I have to talk to all these people? Hopefully not.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
That's it. Go talk to Halson.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
Oh, alright. There are other things we could do besides talking? Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? this is what? Come on, man. First you... Okay. Let me tell you another thing that annoys me about this game. Let me tell you another thing. Here we go. So, I walked in on, like, a troll and a bugbear banging in a shed. Okay? And I get it. That's supposed to be, like, some kind of joke. Oh, that's funny. A troll and a bugbear banging. Like, but it's just so... It's so out of touch. It's so out of touch. So off base. And so tasteless. I almost can't believe that it made it into this game. I wouldn't be able to believe it if it wasn't for what I know about the culture of Dungeons and Dragons. Okay? These people are Coomers. S-tier Coomers. And I just don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say about it. It goes beyond my understanding of human psychology. You know, why? Why would you put that in the game? I guess, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are like, oh, did you see that? That's funny, dude. Like, but it's just, honestly, it's just disgusting. And without any warning. And like, I actually turned the content filter on, right? so that I wouldn't see any of that stuff. And I'm getting this softcore sex scene between a bugbear and a troll, and it goes on for like a couple seconds. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't want to see that. I'm streaming this. You know, like, if it, what if like a young person like stumbles onto this? You know, I don't know. And of course, the argument is, oh, well, young people are watching porn by the age of 10 years old. Well, maybe that's a bad thing, right? Maybe we shouldn't be injecting these things so frivolously into these. Let's have a brain, right? Let's think about this. Like, why put that in there? Why? Oh, it's funny. Like, no, it's not. It's just Coomer level dopehead behavior. It's stupid. Nobody wants to see that. Like, keep that out of the games. Put that on your weird little DeviantArt, okay? Keep that on your weird little DeviantArt, okay? Keep that on Reddit. That's it. Like, can we keep the not safe for work troll bugbear sex scenes on Reddit, please? Can we do that? So that I can enjoy a video game without being assaulted by your weird Dungeons and Dragons coom brain. Is that okay? you weird, unattractive geek. I mean, I know that all you can get are trolls, right? And bugbears, but for the rest of us who are fit, attractive, normal people, we would like to play a video game that represents normal people, right? Maybe that's just a good idea. So, I don't know. That would be cool. That would be cool if you could just I don't know. Oh. I don't know. Whatever. I guess we're on this boat with a bunch of freaking weirdos, right? We're on this ship together with a bunch of creeps and weirdos, who add dialogue options like this, right? Like, come on, man. Well, there's other things we could do besides talking, like, come on, dude. Like, I just don't get it. Oh, why do people like this stuff? Why do people like this stuff? Do people like this stuff? And now that I'm making a big deal out of it, it's like, oh, why you make a big deal out of it? It's like, because it's just, I don't know, it's just annoying. I don't know. I guess I could ignore it, but it gets more and more every time. And now it's almost like the next Dungeons and Dragons, like, they're gonna force you to be gay. Like, nah, I'm just kidding. But I don't know. It seems really weird. Like, so this is the first option that I'm having, right, to have sexual relations with another person. And it happens to be with a person of my own sex. Come on, man. Way to represent your demographic, right? Your demographic of basically straight white males who play video games. Yeah, I get it that's kind of changing, right? But really, not really, right? You have a lot of streamer girls, you have a lot of e-girls, e-thoughts going on and playing video games, right? Instead of doing what girls do. But that doesn't mean that women are playing video games. Okay, there's a substratum. There's a niche, tiny demographic of women who play video games. Okay? But to most women, playing video games is like loser behavior. Most women do not respect video games, right? And gay people also, shocker, aren't like huge into video games. Not only that, but they are a tiny percentage of the population. So let's talk about representation, okay? Let's talk about representation, because I hear a lot of people get angry on the other side. And they were angry for 20 years. Oh, we don't have representation. There's no gay people there's no black people in the historically European video games. You know, even though 99% of video gamers are straight white males, you know, we're not being represented. It's like, yeah, you are. Actually, you're probably being overrepresented because those characters are still in video games, right? There are Asian characters, there are black characters, there are female characters, there are gay characters. They've always been in video games, but it's not overrepresented, right? It's basically at the level that it is in society. Not very much. At least in the societies that the video games are created in context for. Okay? You're creating video games that are mostly going to be played by white people. Right? Baulders Gate 3. It's mostly going to be played by white men. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, so I'm not trying to be like, oh, Heil Hitler. I'm not saying that. Okay, I'm just saying. Let me get a little bit angry here, right? Let me get a little bit angry and say that I feel misrepresented. I feel like I'm not really being represented. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, and what difference does it make? Why does it matter, dude? It's like, because I'm playing something that was made for me. Right? And if it wasn't made for me, then why? Okay, let me rephrase it a different way. Most of the people who are playing these games are white males. Okay? So why are white people not represented? Why are straight white people not represented on the level statistically that they're supposed to be? Well, because we have this idea that everybody needs to be equally represented regardless of what their actual representation is in reality, right? Which creates this total misconception that things are different than the way they actually are. And I don't know. I guess this does come off as a little bit jaded, right? But I guess what I'm saying is, like, most people who play Baldur's Gate, right? This franchise was created by nerdy straight white dudes and was adopted by nerdy straight white dudes and kept alive by nerdy straight white dudes for decades and decades and decades and decades. And they were made fun of for it. They were, chastised, castigated for it. And they, suffered for this. Right? For years and years and years. And now they're just getting shit on. Because their way of life is not being represented in their preferred medium. And it's like, okay, let's represent Africans too. Let's make a video game about Africans or something, right? Let's make a video game about the Sahara. You have to survive lions and chase down gazelles or whatever, or fight off the local warlord or whatever. I don't know. Let's make a game based off of ancient African mythology, right? I'll play the crap out of that game, right? Because I want to learn more about Africans. Let's make a video game about ancient Aztec history and theology, and 99% of the characters in that game can be Aztec. And maybe bring in the white conquering conquistador, and he can be the bad guy. You know what I mean? But it's still a game for Latin people, right? It's a game for South American people, and I can play it and still have fun playing it. But it was still made for Latin American people, and it represents them, you know. And so I guess the argument is like, well, you know, Gamergate happened, and then now we live in a different world, and you know, everybody's like on the fence with their sexuality and all this stuff, and so that's really representing society, is like just total relativism. But I don't actually think that that's how it is, right? I think that the people who have those on the fence, milquetoast NPC opinions are the ones who are essentially boosted in the algorithm, or boosted in social media. And not only that, like, why would they want to bring on the ire of like the unwashed masses? Why would they want to make everybody hate them? All these uncritically thinking retards, you know, who have never done any research in their life, or don't have any sort of heritage or anything, or connection to their identity. You know, these people don't understand. They're just like, oh, my feelings, my libertarianism, my I don't know, my rights. I don't know. You know, like, what kind of, really, they have baseless arguments based off of presuppositions that they can't even justify, right? So I guess what I'm saying is, like, I want the Japanese video game, you know, where they represent Japanese people, right? We get that with Sekiro. I mean, all the characters in that game are like Japanese, right? Why can't we have that? Why can't we have one? Can we have one, dude? But no. Everything has to be, you know, they have to add all the gay stuff and the funny color hair and the, you know, just, I don't know, man. The representation, you know, we need to represent everybody, even though we're not really talking about their history or their mythology or anything about them, really. We need to include them, even though they really weren't included in it, you know, before. But we'll bring them in because it doesn't make sense, but we'll make it make sense. So, whatever, dude. But no, I mean, and then there's nothing wrong with having, like, black people in video games, or Asian people, or gay people, or Jews, or whatever, you know. I mean, what I have a problem with is that people are always complaining about misrepresentation. And they're saying, oh, we're not represented. It's like, well, if you really look at it, you probably are, right? Because let's say you're 10% of the population, you know, and maybe 10% of the characters in that video game are your skin color. You know, is that misrepresentation? No, you know, and even beyond that, right? Like, that goes beyond skin color. Like, being represented isn't just your skin color, right? I mean, you could be a black conservative. Oh, just because 10% of the characters are black, that means I'm represented. No, it's like, dude, this whole representation thing, it goes beyond that. It goes into your belief system and everything. And Christians, I guess a white Christian male, or I should bring this beyond white straight Christian, right? It's beyond that. It's beyond that. It goes to everybody who's Christian. He's not being represented in video games, right? We are not being represented, unfortunately. But I guess, I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe the world's turning gay, so that's now we really are. This is our representation, right? This is how we're being represented, because this is how it is now, you know. This is everybody's turned to the Skittle side. But yeah, there's other things we could do besides talking. Ooh, yeah. Like, come on, man. Who chose that? Who chose that option? Like, really, I want to get a screenshot. I want faces, names, and faces. I want names and faces, man. No, I'm just kidding. But I just think it's funny. There's a 20-minute rant about nothing. But whatever. You know, it's just over and over and over again, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter, right? It doesn't matter, but I've just been seeing that it's more and more, right? And they're like opening up the options, and it's, oh man, I don't know. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. Oh. I just think at some point you are opening up, right? You're giving more options, but that's not necessarily making it better. Okay? You want to make something inclusive for everybody, but you're actually excluding everybody at that point who has any sort of identity, right? The people who don't have an identity and they're just going to go along with whatever the fucking popular thing is today, then they're fine, right? They don't care. They just want to be entertained and get their dopamine hit. But people who actually want to dig deeper into a narrative and get something profound out of a piece of art, right? They're left out. Because there's nothing deeper. There's no, like, identity. There's no profound tie-in to why they should resonate with the story or the characters. Like, their sense of identity is being excluded from the game. Because everything else has flooded in. And you can only have so many options. You know, you can only have so many options. There's only so many options that they can put in a game. And, I don't know. Probably would have been just as bad back in the day if they had more options with Baulders Gate and Champions of the Wrath and stuff. I don't know. But, I don't know. Why can't we just make a game for the gays? If there's so many gay people playing video games, then make a game for them. You know, represent them. Make a gay video game and see how much money you make. Do it. You know, make a game for all the blacks. You know, make a game. If there's such a huge population of gamers and they're gonna make you so much money, then do that. Make a game about the Kunta Kintu, the African warlord of Zimbabwe or whatever. I don't know. You know, make a game by Africans for Africans, right? But it's just, but when you have all these like milquetoast, lefty, white, wet-brained millennials making these games and trying to represent all of these other cultures, it just comes off as totally disingenuous and actually like racist, right? Like they are the racist ones for trying to represent these people because they're not really doing it in a good way, right? Like, and I guess people are probably just happy to see somebody with their skin color, like, oh yeah, yes, queen, you know. But like I said, identity goes beyond skin color. You know what I mean? Like, just because somebody looks like you and is talking with your accent doesn't mean you're being represented. You know. But that's as surface level as we are now. That's how shallow we've become. That we're just like, oh yeah, just put somebody with my skin color and my accent in there and we'll be all good, you know. Now I'm represented. Ha ha. It's absolutely ridiculous. I just don't know why. You know, I just don't know why. If women are such a big video gaming demographic, then why don't we make a game for women? Right? And make it exclusively for women, min-max that shit to cater to their desires and their wants and, you know, how they game and everything, and make money with that. You know, why do we have to generalize everything? Why do we have to smash everything together? And I don't know. It's just everything. It's either woke or broke, right? It's like that's the thing. Like, you either play a game that's full of woke nonsense, and you know your dude's wearing a belly shirt, and your vampire's gay, and he's trying to suck you off, and your wizard talks like this, and he's, you know, just this limp-wristed wizard, and, you know, and all the females are like these tough, badass boss women, you know, and it's, God. And then the one, like, big masculine dude here, Halson, is gay? Like, what? Come on, dude. Like, I can't even believe in this world because it's so unreal. It's just so unbelievable, right? Like, my belief has not been suspended, you know, because of these reasons, you know. All of the women don't act like women. All the men don't act like men. The monsters are like I don't know, man. God. Whatever. Whatever. Nobody's gonna get it anyway. Nobody's gonna care. Alright. I thought you might care to have a drink with me.
In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song or declaring love to the first person I laid eyes on.
Oh my gosh, they really want me to bang this dude. I fail to see the problem. Perhaps there's something else you'd rather do then. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. He's like literally trying to be a good guy, and most of my options are trying to pull him into sin. This is what I have.
Enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Oh, full disclosure, I am drinking wine. Possibly why I am so loose right now
I should be out there, talking with them.
with my opinions.
Just a moment, maybe.
Yeah, I can already tell I made a lot of people. Made a lot of non-existent viewers angry here. I want to definitely get some comments in my DMs. Get some angry emails. Let's see. Gail, Bex, Dennis. Who am I supposed to talk to here, man? I want to get this over with. Do I really have to talk to everybody? Come on.
None of that poetic stuff.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
Okay.
But that's not what I need to dance.
No. No, I need to lie down.
God. Yeah, just the millennials don't know how to write comedy. Let's just let's put it out there. Millennials don't know how to write comedy at all. Yeah, this is. Oh my gosh, do I really have to talk to everybody?
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Dang, it's deep. Let's talk to Ikaron.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
You should join them. Have a pint or two. Charisma. All right, I'm gonna roll my charisma check. I need a 5. It's not very. It's not a lot. Oh, I got a 5. There's the floating mug again.
Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
All right, so I've got my wine here. My sweet red. Well, let me see. It's not a sweet red. It's a red blend. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's see. Got my red blend. I'll talk to Shadowheart, see if I can pump her for information.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for?
Oh my gosh, here we go. I don't know.
Desperate people. Refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly that bunch in the grove. And yet we came through for them. We saved their lives.
Here we go. Let's give the refugee talking points here. Don't get used to it. We just needed to clear the path forward. Not so odd. We did the right thing. We did do the right thing. We saved everybody.
More said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me?
Yeah, sure.
We
Let's.
should wait a little while until the others have drifted off.
Oh, jeez. find you after everybody's turned in
Best
for the
not
night.
keep me waiting.
Oh boy.
I'd prefer not to entertain myself.
Oh, jeez. I'm getting hit on by the succubus shadow witch, and that's not good. That's not good. How did I find myself in this position? I do not know. I'm shit talking all of Dungeons and Dragons.
Wine talking.
I'm drinking wine.
Inspired.
I'm getting hit on by the shadow lady. I'm
About you.
trying to be forced to have sex with Halson.
Need an angle. Any ideas?
I'm not much of a bard. How about courage? Classical song material.
Fitting. You're braver than half this camp combined.
Oh, jeez.
That deserves to be remembered.
Shut up. Okay. Okay, I'll talk to her.
Enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Keep your dirty devil fingers away from my face.
I've seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades.
Okay.
Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness.
What?
A pity you
What?
promised your knight to the half-elf. I've no doubt she will satisfy your tastes for endless conversation.
Oh, dude, she wants me. What is up with this? This is like serious, like Dungeons and Dragons coom brain writing right here. Oh, because I saved the village. Both of the chicks want to bang me now. Both of the girls. Oh, imagine that. Both of the ladies in my troop want to bang me now. Because, you know, whatever. Because I showed some bravery. I'm sure they don't have any sort of principles or morality or religious convictions that would stop them from doing that. No, because everybody in D&D is the same. Everybody's a coomer. We're all just trying to get it in. You know, whatever. So, perhaps we could get to know each other another time. Grateful for your aid. You really are a gifted warrior.
Blacketh demands of me no less. If only I might lay claim to my proper trophy.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Morning, you will wonder. You will wonder how my lips might have tasted.
What?
How my fingers on your skin might have felt.
Ew!
Oh, but do
Gross lizard person.
I intend to myself. A starry and love, particularly tempting.
Okay. Gross. Didn't need to know that. Dang, dude. What is up with this? This is so disgusting. Alright, yeah, I don't wanna bang Shadowheart, I don't wanna bang the lizard chick. I don't wanna bang anyone. I just wanna play Dungeons and Dragons. Like, what is up with this? What's up with all the banging here? Why do we have to do this? Why do we have to do this? Why? I talk to Mole. Mole, help me. Mole, help.
You came through for us. That's a change from most things I know.
Well, please, don't hit me with anything. Don't hit me with anything I don't want to hear, dude. Please, I really, just, not you, okay? I just need one person who's not hitting on me, all right? And it would be extremely creepy because obviously you're a child. So please, just give me some reprieve. Just let me know. Give me some crumb of hope in the writers here, okay? Please, please, please. That's not a dangerous cause. What are you doing way over here?
Watching a bunch of old folks get dumber by the dramful. And when they run dry, I've got a few bottles tucked away to keep things flowing. For a price, of course.
Okay. That's devious little child selling alcohol. Great. Where are your parents? Yeah, this is like the 5th time I've asked this with these devil people, these devil gypsies. Where are your parents, man? Where are your parents? Alright. I guess I'll talk to Gale. He's the last one I need to talk to, I think.
Thank you.
I'm sure you're welcome. What for?
I'm glad you sought me out. Amidst all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening. I was hoping you'd spare me a moment. There was something rather magical I wish to show you.
Too much
More's the
dialogue.
pity you've already found someone else to make merry with. Just the two of you.
What?
There's something unspeakable about Shadowheart. But I mean that in a good way. She seems to me like a bud on the
Oh
cusp
my
of
gosh, dude.
bursting into a rose.
What is that supposed to mean, dude?
Or deadly
That's kind of
nutshell.
creepy, bro.
Far
Are you
be it
saying
from
she's
me, of
like
course, to
a
question
teenager? Because I can't do that. What the hell, man? What were you going to show me, and yet you question them nonetheless? I detect a hint of jealousy. Didn't peg you for a sore loser, Gale. Didn't peg you for a sore loser, Gale. Actually, I may just want to spend the night with you instead of Shadowheart. Are you kidding me? What is up with this, man? What is up with this? Fuck. Ah. Ah. It's like, come on, man. Are none of them, like, nobody is just on principle, like, heterosexual? Like, nobody? Not one person? What about the black guy? Okay. Far be it from me, of course, to question your taste, but you question
that,
it
did you?
all the same.
Might be the wine talking. The point is,
Dude, why?
I have hope. Each new sunrise may yet be the one to
Okay,
coax our
whatever.
budding bond towards us. But I think it's fair to say it won't be today's. Now, please go and enjoy your
I can't
evening.
take this anymore. I can't take this anymore. I can't listen to it. I can't listen to it. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's just so bad. It's so bad. Am I the only one? How do people listen to this? It's like listening to a smoke alarm going off, like, and ignoring it. Ah, jeez. Oh, God. Can anybody be heterosexual? Is anybody in this game heterosexual? One person. Please. Is everybody bisexual in this game? Oh. Jeez, man. I'm not represented at all. This is what I'm talking about. Where's my representation? Am I being a bigot for asking for a little bit of representation here? Nobody is going to be like, yeah, I'm a hetero. Nobody's like, nah, I don't bang dudes. Not one person. That mindset is too crazy, even to represent from the other aspect, from a villainous standpoint. Can't even put it in, not at all. Can't even mention that it exists. Straight people, they don't exist. Everybody's bisexual. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to bed. Screw it. I'm just going to bed. I just want to get on with this freaking adventure. I've already been playing for like an hour and a half. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't want to... No, no. Come on, dude.
Sit with me.
No. No. Drain the cup in one swallow. I mean, I got to drink to freaking survive this. What does she have in her hands? Does she have a stigmata? No, never mind.
Someone's enthusiastic. Maybe I should have brought a barrel. I was hoping for a toast.
I hope they don't force me to have sex with her. I don't want to have sex with this devil lady. Probably catch some curse. To friendship.
Right. Friendship.
Yes. Friend zoned.
Very well, have it your way. To friendship.
Friend zoned witch. That's right.
Now tell me something about yourself.
Nah, I'm good.
And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you.
I'm straight, I'm white, and I'm Christian. Persuasion, you first. Getting that guidance bonus. I'm using her guidance bonus against her. Yeah! Oh, I couldn't use her guidance bonus against her, but I still got it.
But I'm not quite sure I have anything to share.
Yeah, because you're
When you
brainwashed.
worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things mean most to me right now.
Do you think your memories will ever come back?
Perhaps. But please, enough about me. Sharing's bad for my complexion. There's still plenty
What?
of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us.
Oh no! Don't make me bang her, dude.
The others will be awake soon.
Don't make me bang her. I don't want to get witch STDs. We should get back then.
I suppose so. Celebration's over. Time to pick up the trail again.
She's disappointed. She wanted that D. She for what? No need to thank me.
Well deserved, though.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
I look like just like a blithering idiot. Like the way they animated my face, I look so stupid. Like compared to her, I'm just like. Nah. Okay, so I didn't bang her yet. Kiss her. You know, if you want something, I think you should take it. Let the moment pass. Letting the moment pass.
We should head back.
I was like groping her butt or her boobs. She disapproves. Whatever, dude. Disapprove all you want. I'm not banging you. I barely even know you.
I trust you.
What are you gonna cook and clean for me? And take care of my kids? No, I'm just kidding.
It may be some time before you're afforded another such night.
Yeah.
There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too
Yeah.
much to hope we were going to be cured here and now.
Yeah, navigating danger's all right. Navigating everybody's sexual depravity, basically. What's so dangerous about it?
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
Sounds like, well, what do you suggest?
You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Seluna. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars.
This is how we're gonna get through the temple.
Worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aridin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Seluna and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
You know what? I think I might be being a little bit crazy here. What if I did ask Carlson if he wanted to bang, and he was like, nah, dude, I'm good. You know what I mean? Maybe he is like the straight Giga Chad. You know what I mean? And I just didn't click the option, so I don't know. Okay? I'm being an asshole here. I am. I'm being an asshole. I'm going to admit, I'm taking a little bit of what I backset. You know, I'm stepping back a little bit. I'm backpedaling a little bit. Okay? Because I don't know. I'm making fallacious claims here. I am. I'm making fallacious claims about this game. Okay? I do kind of wish Gale... You know, come on, man. Gale? Come on, bro. I mean, I know you're a wizard, right? You're wearing, like, purple robes and stuff, but... I mean, you've got, like, explicit Christian symbols on your clothing. I mean, come on, man. Ugh. Can I get one guy? Can one of my guys be a guy? I don't know. Whatever. I think people get really offended about this, right? They get really offended. I don't think a lot of gay people get offended at this because they kind of get it, like they're men. But a lot of straight people get offended about it because they just don't understand, and they're afraid of being castigated and called big meanies or whatever. So, this idea that the idea of a guy. What is a guy? Right? A guy! You know, back in the day we used to have guys. Guys! Guys would go around, they do guy things. They had a guy life. They did guy stuff with other guys. You know what I mean? And it was the guy life. You know? And you know what that is, right? If you're more than 20 years old, you know what a guy is. They wear blue jeans and leather belts and boots. And they work construction jobs, and they're metal workers, and they're guys. They're auto mechanics, guys. They go to the bar and, whatever. You get what I'm saying? There's no more guys anymore. Where's the guys? There's no more guys. Okay, we're meatheads. We're idiots. Fine. But we deserve to be represented too, man. And not just in a cartoonish way, where we're just always, like, unbelievable cartoon characters of ourselves, totally misrepresented straw men. Can't we just have some guys? Let's have some goofy guys, man. I know, I get it. We're goofy. We're stupid. We're like garish and brutish and bumbling, and our opinions are like are kind of harsh sometimes and brutal, compared to like the lovey-dovey, milk toast, lily-handed, pansy-assed opinions of modern men, But we still exist too, right? Like, we might be the minority, maybe, but if you really dig under the surface, you'll find a lot of guys, man. Guys! Who go out and do guy things. That's most of us, I think. I go to work and I see all the guys. There's no, like, not guys there. Right? There's no, like, gay dudes that work in a metal shop or a construction site. I mean, if there are, they probably don't talk about it, right? But you just don't see that as much, right? If there are, they're like 0.01% or whatever, right? Because the people who are on the construction site, the people who are working in the shop, they come home and they play some video games before they go to bed. Those are guys, man. And they're totally underserved. And they're not really getting catered to when it comes to the culture. Okay? Because all of the big companies, they don't have any guys in them. All of the big video game companies, let me call out the video game companies right now. And okay, I'm going to look like a bigot here. I guess I am, right? In your eyes, I'm probably a bigot. But all of the video game companies, let me be straight here. Let me be straight and honest. That all of the big video game companies have no guys in them. Okay? They might have some males. I'll call them males. I'm not going to call them men, right? They have some males working, some new males, some soy boys working in their video game companies. But there are no guys anymore, right? Games used to be made by guys. Even like little kid games like Spyro the Dragon. Why is that still fun to play? Because it was made by guys. Okay? Guys made that game. For guys to play. And they might not have even had guys in mind, right? That wasn't even their demographics weren't even a concern back then. Because it was just obvious. It was just like, that was who you were making the game for. And it didn't even matter. They weren't trying to represent anybody or whatever, because that wasn't even an issue. They were just making games for people who played games, which, oh my gosh, imagine that. It was white men. White people. Straight white men. Guys. Right? And I'm not saying, like, people of other races can't be guys. Right? But like the traditional American guy is like, you know, a blue jeans wearing, leather belt, boot wearing white guy, you know, who works at a construction site. Now, you know, whatever. So we can include our minorities in there too, here and there. But generally speaking, that's the culture who is playing these games. And now it's changing. Whatever. I get it. Whatever. So I'm a relic of the past. I'm now in the minority group, and I'm just being a loud, angry minority victim. But still, maybe I'm just mourning here. You know, just cut me some slack. Cut me some slack. I'm just mourning. You know, I can I can accept reality, right? I can accept reality. I understand that it's not getting any better, and it's not going to get any better, right? It's just going to get so bad, to the point where there is no representation left, right? Like all of the characters, all of the characters are essentially bisexual. As far as I can tell, all of the characters that I've met so far are potentially bisexual. None of them have been like, I don't know, whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. I don't know, dude. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems different, right? It's just a different culture, and I'm left behind. I'm a relic of the past. And people like me, we're just left behind. We don't have any games anymore, right? Because everything's becoming, all the big games at least, you've got to sit through all this BS, dude. Like, who likes this stuff? You know, like, who really is like, oh, I'm so glad they put in, like, the option to be gay. Like, oh, man, that's so cool. Now I can roleplay as a gay person. Like, what, 2% of the population? Like, come on, man. Is that worth it? Like, I don't know, whatever. Because I guess, like, the rest of the population, like, just shouldn't care. Which, whatever, is like is an argument. Because it's a role-playing game. So, like, put in as many options as you want. That's cool, whatever. But, I don't know. I just feel like the whole focus has been changed. The whole focus has been changed. And now, instead of trying to make games for the demographic who is playing the game, now we're trying to open up the whole world to playing games, or maybe not. Maybe, I mean, I guess that's like the surface level excuse. But it just seems like they're just bashing us over the head with their own culture. Like, they hate gamers, and so they're going to inject as much, like, millennial dweeb soy life nonsense into these games as they can to just bash us over the head with it, right? I don't know, man. It's whatever. And it's such a small part of the game. Like, me complaining about it is really pretty petty. But whatever. I had to get it off my chest. I feel like a lot of people feel that way too. It's just nobody wants to speak up because, you know, people will just be like, oh, well, why does it matter? Well, the reason it matters is because it just gets worse and worse all the time. And then eventually we're not going to be represented at all. Right? And then us asking to be represented is going to be like equivalent to being a Nazi. Right? I mean, that's all I want is to play a game where I feel like I can resonate with the main character. And the supporting characters. Right? That's all I want. All I want is a game where I can identify with the main character and the supporting characters. And that's what everybody wants. Right? That's why we've had all of this representation nonsense for the last 10 years, right? Instead of building their own games based off of their own mythos, with their own culture, right? We have to change our culture. Whatever. I mean, whatever, dude. I mean, I'm probably wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay? But this is my initial reactive feeling to this. This is my reactive feeling to this. This is sort of my emotional reaction to this, I guess, right? Which I know it's emotionally based, but there's probably some logic there, right? If you dig between my spurging out, you know, there is some logic there, right? Like, people want to be represented, and the people that were represented are not being represented anymore. Like, look at this whole cast of characters. Like, we've got the only person in my party that looks like me is Gale, and he's gay. Like, overtly gay. I don't know, man. I guess we have Shadowheart's Shadowheart's white. Okay, so we do have a little bit of white overrepresentation here, right? We got 2 white, 3 white, 2 white people in the party. And the rest of the party, well, that's how many other people are there? There's and Asterion is kind of white, but he's also gay. So he's gay, Gale's gay. I'm sure the black guy's gay. Allison's gay. So all the males are gay. Everybody's gay. So maybe that's my problem, right? Like, where's my straight boys? Where's my boys, dude? Where's my guys? Where's my buddies? Like, yeah, I'm fine with having, like, be gay over there, whatever, dude. I'm not gonna, like, stop you, right? That's against my religion and whatever. But don't drag me into it, man. Like, stop. Why does every character I talk to have to, like, hit on me and try to have sex with me? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. It's just so unbelievable. It's so unreal. I feel like an idiot right now, trying to articulate something that's much deeper than my ability to explain. I feel like an idiot trying to explain something much deeper than my ability to explain. But I feel like I'm being left behind. And the answer to that is like, well, you just gotta change with the times. You just gotta update, bro. And that's what I see everybody doing. And where does it get us, right? It just gets us farther and farther down this rabbit hole of the panopticon of technocracy and control, right? Like, nobody sees this apparently, right? Oh, the dissolution of boundaries and borders. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's good. It's inclusive. Everybody's getting along, man. It's like, no, nobody's getting along. This is creating more problems, right? Like, just blending everything together is not making everybody get along, right? You're forcing people together that don't want to be forced together. You know what I'm saying? And I want to play the fun. I want to play the Baulders Gate game. And me and all my bros want to play the Baulders Gate game. And I'm sure if you took a poll of all the people who played the Baulders Gate game and all the people who ever played D&D all throughout history, you're probably going to get a certain demographic. So why are we not represented? Why is the demographic, the main demographic that plays these damn stupid games, not represented? I guess that's my problem. Right? So we don't represent everybody equally, dude. Well, like, that's a pretty stupid way of looking at marketing. I'm just going to tell you right now. No, I just got to represent everybody, dude. I mean, I get it. Everybody bought this game. It doesn't matter how unrepresented they feel. They're going to buy this game. They're going to play this game because it's Baldur's Gate. And they're going to get hit and smashed over the head with all this bullshit. And they're just going to take it. And it's going to mold their subconscious, and it's going to beat down their subconscious and make it a little bit easier for the psychological manipulators of this world to pry their mind open and get, and inject their bullshit. So people aren't generally going to complain, right? Because, like, nothing's going to happen, and people are still going to buy the game. And look, I bought the game. I'm still playing the game. I love this game, personally. It's a great game. But my issue with it is My issue is that it's a role-playing game. And I feel like I can't... I don't know. Whatever. It's it's a fantasy world. It's a fantasy world. What am I complaining about, right? I'll just try to be myself. I'll just try to roleplay myself, and it doesn't matter. But this is whatever. The reason why you can put yourself in the fantasy world, right, is because it's somewhat representative of the real world. It's somewhat representative, and therefore it has certain factors that are similar, and you can suspend your disbelief because there's enough reality in the game to let you suspend your disbelief and exist in that world, right? But the lowest common denominators are the same. And they have to be that way because otherwise you wouldn't be able to suspend your disbelief, and you wouldn't be able to exist in that world or immerse yourself in that fantasy world. So, if the lowest common denominators aren't the same, then how am I supposed to immerse myself in this world, right? If this world if all the lowest common denominators are completely absent, and completely different, completely altered, and that's my problem, right? Through this fantasy world, they're actually altering the perception of reality, of the real world. And people don't realize how this is possible, because it's just a fantasy world. But the lowest common denominators are all there, but they're all altered. Right? Like, the things that stay constant, right? The fact that, I don't know, there's just a lot of things. Like people's sexuality. Why is everybody gay? Why is everybody bisexual? That's unbelievable to me. That's unbelievable. Everybody has the option of being bisexual? Or sleeping with me, like I could just bang everybody if I want to because I won a battle, I beat some goblins. Suddenly I have sexual access to everybody in the game. Like, that's so unbelievable. Like, come on, man. Like, everybody wants to bang me. As well as, like, the cross speciation, like a Gith-Yankee and a human. Like, wouldn't that cause some complications, like genetically? Don't you think? Don't you think that they might be? I don't know. Maybe those two species wouldn't exactly have the best genetic compatibility, right? I don't know. Maybe, maybe. Or like a fiend, or maybe the human character can bang a lizard person. You know, have a half lizard baby. Ooh, I don't know. Oh, it's not bestiality because it can talk. It's like, what? You have talk to animals. You have the speak to animals spell. Does that mean if you could talk to the animals and then you could bang them too? Whoa, whatever, dude. It's Dungeons and Dragons. Do whatever you want. It's just unbelievable. It's totally unrealistic. And, well, it's unrealistic. It's a fantasy world. Well, you have to have those lowest common denominators in order to even invest yourself in it in the first place. In order to even immerse yourself in the game. There needs to be something that correlates to the real world. Otherwise, you won't know what you're looking at. And right now, I don't know what I'm looking at. Right? I don't know. It's just so cringy, dude. It's just so cringy. Like, oh my gosh, man. Like, oh, I can just instantly bang all these people because I beat one dungeon. Like, nobody has any higher morals than that. Like, nobody? Nobody's just like, oh, yeah, well, maybe we can wait it out for a couple months at least, you know, see if we want to get married. Nobody believes in marriage, you know. Nobody believes in the sanctimony of marriage, like in this game. So there's my representation out the window, right? Nobody believes in the sanctimony of marriage, in the sanctity of marriage. Nobody believes, you know, in abstinence. And so it's like, well, you're a Christian, so you don't get to be represented. Oh, well, okay, I guess, right? I guess. Okay. Whatever. Everybody else gets to be represented except for Christians. Except for Christians. Because we're the big bad guys, you know? We're the big bad guys. Yeah, forget about all the Muslims, you know, who genocided everybody throughout history and have open market slave trade in the Middle East right now. You know, forget about, you know, the the JEWs, you know, who teach all that stuff in their Talmud right now about how it's okay to RAPE, you know, non JEW kids, and you know it's okay to kill goyim and all that stuff. You know, forget about all those people, but it's the white Christians. You know, these these dang white Christians. You know. Forget about all the, you know, the gay culture, all these people coming out and talking about how, you know, they have to wear diapers for the rest of their life because, you know, they had a couple of years of gay fun and they were hanging around the gay bars and now they got to wear diapers because they're shitting themselves all day. And never mind that. Never mind the countless HIV cases and, you know, let's add the representation because these people deserve to be represented. But these evil Christians, you know, let's keep them out of gaming, you know. But yeah, so whatever. So how do I find this underground route?
You'll need to pick it up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in the Temple of Seluna.
Don't want to risk getting lost in the Underdark. I'll journey overland. Never thought I'd say this, but it sounds like the Underdark is the safe route. What would you do?
The decision is yours, but I'd favor the Underdark. Even a place like that is the lesser evil compared to the shadow-cursed lands.
Okay.
Anything is preferable to risking the shadow curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
Oh, his voice just changed. They changed mics. They had him record that line at, with his laptop at home. Let's go then.
May Sylvanus guide us.
Alright, cool. Enough dialogue, man. Let's get on with the game. Jeez. I mean, it's not like the dialogue is super deep or anything. It's just hey, do you want to be gay? You want to have sex? You know, just, come on, dude. I mean, we covered some ground there. We covered some ground. I don't know where. I don't know where the black guy is. Where's the black guy? Black guy. Black dude. I mean, we got the black dude, right? I'm sure we got the black dude. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, let's get out of here. Let's go find that temple. Might have to go to sleep after this. I'm not tired, but I want to go to bed earlier. I'm gonna start going to bed earlier. But my homies ain't home. Alright, let's see. There's some stuff we gotta do. There's some stuff we gotta do. Oh yeah, stuff we gotta do. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's go up here then, find the Githyanki patrol. We gotta hunt down Karlach and reach the mountain pass. Goblin camp, investigate the temple, travel through the Temple of Saloon. Okay, and there's also the Goblin stash down there. So we're gonna go to the Goblin stash. We'll go check out the Goblin stash. Let's check out the stash. Yeah, man. It's like oh, did everybody fail the perception roll? Really? turn-based mode. Let's try turn-based mode. Can I roll a skill or something? Ping, map, journal, center camera, common paladin. Let's see, paladin, passives, custom. Items. Okay. Use ranged weapons, toggle light sources, toggle dual wielding, see invisibility. Okay, so I failed the perception check, and therefore I can't find the goblin stuff.
A long way to go still. Have to keep pushing.
Oh, I forgot to quick save, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Oh, collapsed burrow. There we go. Must be what we're looking for.
Let's see.
No. Nothing. Maybe it's over here. Berry bush. Oh, maybe I just have to look around a little bit. Got some berries. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I have to go back and save scum. Yes. Yes, apparently I do. Okay. And I gotta redo that freaking talk with Halson, don't I? Wonderful. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Remember to quick save. Remember to quick save. Wait. Wait. Animal carcass. Nah, that's not it. Dang it. Come on, man. Oh. Hunter's stash. Nothing. Oh, good. I'm glad they put all these hard to find things to click on that have nothing in them. It's amazing. Alright, well, I guess we're going to F5 it then. Or F8. The Dead 3. So, it's interesting, just came to me. The ship that the Illithid is driving is a giant squid, right? It's sort of like a macrocosm of the Illithid itself, which is like a vessel for Satan, right? Or whatever. The Illithid mind, they're all one mind or whatever. And so the Illithid are like a hive mind, essentially. And because they're psionic and they all work through telekinesis. And they have like a central brain. So they're essentially like a...
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here.
The Illithid are like a technocratic... Okay, let me just let this bimbo go on here. So the Illithid are like a technocratic communism, essentially. The Illithid are a technocratic communism. They have the squid, essentially, I mean, the octopus, right? The kraken, this is a metaphor. This is a symbol, a straight-up symbol for the panopticon, the conspiracy, right? The world controllers, the New World Order, whatever you want to call it, the Illuminati, the corporate network of elite that use their business affiliations to take advantage of the general population, okay? No need, so we can say that, right? We can either say it's the NWO or the Illuminati, or we can say it's the conglomerate of corporations internationally that work together to essentially use their business affiliations to control and take advantage of the population, right? So you can either say that extremely long, like, bulky sentence, or you could just say it's the Illuminati, okay? Because everybody will agree that greedy corporations conspire to take advantage of the population. But then, for some reason, if you start putting names on it, right, the names that they use, then you're a conspiracy theorist. So it's like, no, they wrote this paper, you see, and it got leaked to the public, and oh no, you're a conspiracy theorist. Oh, okay, well, you've seen this journal, they actually write about it, and they name these names, and they say these words, and oh no, you're a conspiracy theorist. Okay, well, then you're an idiot. I'm sorry. I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here, and now Moonrise then. What's so dangerous about it?
To the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place, a cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
Is he talking about the game? Yeah, it sounds like he's describing the game here. Sounds like I have no choice. I need to find a way through.
You're half right. You have to get to Moonrise, but you still have a choice of how to get there. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow. You could also go under. There is a tunnel long ago.
Dark just...
So we can go over, but we're eventually going to run into the curse, or we could go under.
More direct
go that way.
To Moonrise Towers, and maybe even bypass the worst of the shadow curse. Anything is preferable to risking the shadow curse. I would like to join your camp, if you
the difference in mic quality between these dialogues, between these takes, is so stark. Like, yeah, great job, audio guys. Or maybe it's like based on the camera positioning, which is also a weird way to do it, but whatever. I guess they couldn't change that for this for these cinematic scenes here, or these dialogue scenes. Which I wish you could just be free camera and do the dialogue, right? I mean, that would make it a lot easier instead of going in like Skyrim style. Let's go then.
I advise you start in the Temple of Seluna. If you find the Dark Justiciar's hidden entrance, it could lead you all. May Sylvanus guide.
Okay, cool. I guess I can't bring him along in my party, but that would be sick. That would be pretty cool. Oh, here's the black guy. Where were you, Will? Where were you? You were gone for the festivities.
Welcome to the League of the Lone Eye, my friend.
League of the Lone Eye.
Minimize the pain of Volo's poking and prodding, but I promise you'll be used to the prosthesis in no time.
So we have the one eye symbology.
I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a man with one eye.
Whoa. Yeah, so no one is more intriguing than a man with one eye, which is funny, right? Because this, to me, this reminds me of the idea that what's the phrase? I can't remember what Albert Pike, 33rd degree Freemason, who was essentially the progenitor of the modern Freemasonry, said that the best way to drive a man is through mystery, or something like that, right? Like the way you get men to do something is through intrigue, right? Nothing more intriguing than a one-eyed man, and of course the one-eyed man is symbolic of the Illuminati. I mean, that's amazing, right? And everybody knows this. I mean, if you do a little bit of research, you should be able to find all of your favorite musical artists doing the one-eye symbology, all of your favorite actors, and and especially famous Satanists. But yeah, no, go check it out. Do some research, and don't just look at Snopes, right? Look at some really credible researchers going back into the going back into like the 50s and stuff. I mean, seriously, this research goes deep. Okay, there are people that have been talking about this for a long time, and they bring resources, they bring sources, and they bring justification, and first-hand accounts. So don't just discount something as a conspiracy theory, right? Just because it sounds wild, right? Like symbolism is real, and people use symbolism in order to do lots of things, right? In order to enforce culture, in order to reinforce culture, even in a subliminal way, right? But yeah, the one-eyed man is this thing that's seen all throughout the history. I can't remember exactly. I think it goes back to the Eye of Providence, right? Which is originally a Christian symbol, but was taken over by the Freemasons to essentially mean that they are on the top, right? Because the Eye of Providence is God's eye at the top of the pyramid looking down on all of creation, right? And in their Gnostic belief system, they are essentially an anti-Christ belief system, which means not that they're the opposite of Christ, but that they're replacing Christ in their theology. That they are at the top of the pyramid, they are the Eye of Providence, and they are the ones looking down on all of creation, on all of humanity, right? And so the Eye of Providence, in the Gnostic sense, now everybody knows it as the sign of the Illuminati, because that is essentially who has been using it more prominently in the past couple hundred years. It's still a Christian. It's still a symbol used by Christians, right? And it means something different to them. But the Illuminati has taken the one-eye symbolism, the Eye of Providence, and essentially is misusing it, right, for their own means. And so a lot of times when you see this one-eye symbolism, right, it goes back to the Freemasons, to the Illuminati, which I believe were merged at some point in like after 1776 when the Bavarian Illuminati decided to really get organized and wrote the plan. And essentially, who was it? Adam Weishaupt got struck by lightning, or a courier of Adam Weishaupt got struck by lightning in delivering the plan to another lodge of Illuminati members. And so he got struck by lightning, an act of God. God struck him down on the path. The police came and found the letter and essentially exposed the whole operation. People still don't believe it to this day. Amazing. Oh. Somebody home? No, never mind. I keep thinking I hear the front door. Locked and loaded. I'm ready to go. Jeez. I see. Better make sure. I did. I loaded a bullet there. Don't want to go locked and loaded. Loaded is good enough. Don't need to be locked. Just shows you how fast and easy it is to rack the bolt. Or in this case, the slide. Okay. Besides, I find it gives one the air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a man with one eye. Ooh. Illuminati! Right. What was it like being the son of a Grand Duke? What do you make of Raphael? So, not only does this guy have one eye symbolism, okay, not only is there nothing more intriguing than a man with one eye, like he says, which, on its face, like, why would he even say that, right? Like, oh, I'm just a gamer, I'm just ingesting massive amounts of dialogue and not thinking critically about it, so it means nothing. It's like, okay, to you it means nothing because your thoughts are nothing, right? But to people who see patterns, right, this could be, right, emphasis on could be, potentially, a symbolic point, right? Regardless of whether it was conscious or not, consciously made, right? Because symbolism goes deeper than consciousness, right? Or deeper than our surface consciousness, right? It's subliminal, That's why it's symbolic. Because it's so real that the subliminal mind can tangle with it. And, so, why? Why, you know, what's the point of this dialogue right here? Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a man with one eye. Right? Mystique, mystery, right? And that's all, that's what it is, the mystery schools, right? The mystery schools. I mean, they're dropping the words in the, you know, it's too close. It's too close not to be, right? It's too close to be a coincidence. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just me with my analytical, critical thinking brain here. But to anybody who's been studying symbology, it's like, oh, one-eyed man, air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a man with one eye. It's like, come on, dude. Oh, and he's the son of a Grand Duke. And then we see here, what's the rest of the dialogue options? How does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells? I've noticed your stone eye. Stone eye. So he's got a stone eye. Which is like a, I lost my thought. It has something to do with something, but I can't remember what. What was it like being the son of a Grand Duke?
Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist, brave as Balderon, stubborn as a deep Rothay, daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance.
Alright, one sec. I gotta go check the downstairs. Gotta do a little perimeter check. Be right back. Alright, okay, people are home. I can go to sleep pretty soon. That's so good. Courtly dance. I'd love to see a demonstration. And now you're the Blade of Frontiers. Quite a change, don't you think? Good wine. I'll toast to that.
Hear, hear. Though, truth be told, I'd sooner down a week-old hooch at a ramshackle inn. Better company, and a better buzz.
What do you make of Raphael?
He brings to mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally,
Firstborn.
was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter.
Deal with the devil.
We can learn a lot from fairy
Oh, and he's got a
tales.
downward triangle in his
Don't you think?
fake eye. What do you think that symbolizes? The right teacher yet? What are your thoughts of on the devil, Will? Get to the point.
Do not trust Raphael. Is that plain enough? Refuse him, no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost will be too great.
Who is Raphael? Don't worry, I have no interest in a devil's deal.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this.
Dang.
He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with.
Dang.
He'll require more still. You might think you give
Ooh.
up anything for a cure.
Ooh.
But the devil won't take just anything. He'll take
Everything. Bro. Okay. Alright. Redeemed. Redeemed. Oh, man. Alright. Finally. Okay. 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 You win. You win. That was deep. That was deep. That was deep. And you're throwing in some of my history and, you know, theology there a little bit. You know, I mean, come on, man. That's cool. That's cool. Talking about Faustian bargains and giving up your firstborn. You know, you don't want to do it because he'll take everything and he'll ask the least. Right? He'll ask the least at first. And then it snowballs and it goes farther and farther and farther. That's kind of what I'm saying, right? So, he's telling you, right? So, Will is my bro here. Will's my bro here. He's telling me, dude, don't take the deal with Faust. Because the devil's going to take, you know, the thing that you want the least at first. But then he's going to take more and more and more. Because now he owns you. You know, you wrote the contract. You signed your name away. And then at the end of everything, he'll take everything. Right? The devil isn't just going to be... because he wants your soul. Right? That's everything. That's pretty deep, man. That's pretty deep. Because at first it doesn't seem like much, right? You're just giving a little bit. You're just giving a little bit. Oh, I'll just do this. I'll just do this because I enjoy it. You know, I enjoy it. Whatever. I'll just do this little bit by bit by bit. It adds up, and then suddenly you're doing more, and suddenly you're doing more, and suddenly, oh, you know. It's like a drug addict, right? Yeah, bit by bit. Bit by bit. Oh, I'll just do a line, and I'll do a line on the weekends with my buddies, you know. So then I'm doing 3 lines, and suddenly I'm doing 5 lines, and I'm doing 10 lines on the weekend, and now suddenly I'm doing it on the weekdays, you know. I'm doing it on my work break. You know? Oh my gosh, I've got a cocaine problem. But you know, and that's how it works, right? It's a snowball. It's a snowball. And that's what he's talking about. That's the Faustian bargain, right? He asks for a little bit. And, okay, I'll do a little bit more, and then a little bit, and you suddenly, before you even realize it, the whole, you know, it's like the frog in the pot of water, right? You turn the temperature up just a little bit by bit, and then suddenly it's boiling, and the frog's already passed out, you know? But if you turn it up too hot right away, then the frog's going to jump out. But if you slowly boil it, then the frog stays in the pot. You know? Yeah, so, you know, what does it have to do with this video game, though? What does it have to do with this game, right? You know, you give a little bit, and a little bit, and then suddenly all your characters are bisexual. You know, like that's like, oh man, why are you complaining about this? You know, you're just being such a bigot. You know, like, why can't you just be happy that, you know, it's a good game, blah, 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 blah. You know, like, okay, yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying, right? And you're kind of right. You're kind of right. I'm complaining about a lot of stuff, and I'm being a little bit harsh, maybe, but at the same time, that's what they told us in the 60s. You know, they were like, "Oh, just give in a little bit, man. Just let them, just let them in, just let open your heart, bro. Like, be open-minded and and now we're here, right? We came from the 60s, like no crime except for the mobs, you know, which were like basically immigrant criminals, right? But for the most part, it was just like it was a homogenous country. Everybody got along for the most part. Civil War was over, and so we're cool. But and everything was like generally homogenous, you know, and everything worked. And there was a very small crime rate. The crime rate was negligible, right? Back in the 50s when it was 90% white. But now, and I'm not even saying it's a racial thing, right? But I'm sorry, Will, listen to me. I'm not saying it's a racial thing, okay? I'm not saying that like white people are superhumans or something. I'm just saying that when it was that way, when we were the majority here, the crime rate was pretty negligible, and your kids could like run around outside, and you weren't afraid of them getting kidnapped and all this stuff. And I'm not saying it's like immigrants that allowed this to happen, right? Letting in all the immigrants, but that's one of the factors, right? Is that now we have a less cohesive culture, right? You drive in all of these different people, and that happened after the 60s, right? Everything opened up. Now everybody can flow in, and now we've got millions of people flowing over the borders like every month. All these people that aren't American, they don't hold our beliefs. They don't even speak the same language, and we're just expected that we all have to get along, and we're all going to get along. That would be nice. I really want that. That would be so good, but it's just not going to happen, right? And so it's the snowball effect, and that's what Will's telling us right now. He's like, "Oh, you take the devil's deal, and it's for a good purpose, right? Your intentions are pure. You just want to help these people. You just want to let these refugees in, man. Come on, dude. Dude, don't you want to help the starving refugees, bruh?" Yeah, and then, 60 years later, they're streaming over your borders by the millions, Every month, you can't even document them because there's just so many of them. It's, well, what are we going to do? Well, our country's going to collapse. That's what's going to happen, because there's no way to take stock of all these people or organize these people. Nobody's ever done this in history, right? Because it's suicide. It's national suicide. So that's what I'm talking about, taking the Faustian bargain. That's just one example, right? And then, we've got women's suffrage. You can see how women vote statistically on a block. They vote monolithically liberal, right? So, oh, well, that's great then, because we want a liberal country and all that stuff. Well, great. Well, we have a liberal country. Now we're like $30 trillion in debt. We've got, trannies doing library readings, and we've got gay pride parades with 11-year-olds doing strip teases on the street, and people burning businesses to the ground for no reason and getting away with it. The everything's just breaking down, right? Everything's getting way more expensive for people who actually pay in to the system, and all the all of the refugees get to come in and live, so whatever. So it's a snowball effect, right? Oh, well, we want to help. We want to, women deserve to vote too, and they need to enter the workforce. Okay, well, now we've got double the workforce, and now everything's twice as expensive, right? So that's great. Whatever. I mean, let everybody do whatever they want. I don't care. I'm not here to stop you. I'm just telling you how it is, right? And so now everything's twice as expensive, right? And your job, because your job is worth half as much, because there's twice as many people in the workforce now. And guess what? They're not home to take care of the kids. So it's an antenatal policy. There's less children. We're actually decreasing our population relative to other people. So while other people are increasing their population of young people, right, they're injecting new young blood into their system, which will inevitably make their system better and more robust economically, culturally, in every way. We are becoming older and older and older and becoming antenatal. Because it's cool, man, and it's like open-minded and stuff, bro. And like, dude, everybody's equal. And like, you know, it's like, okay, dude, like, whatever, man. Whatever you need to say to yourself to get laid. But for the rest of us realists here, you know, we're looking at history, and we see this. We see the snowball effect, right? And it's the Faustian bargain. It's like, oh, he's going to ask for something that means relatively little at the time, but down the road, it's going to make a big difference, right? You start letting in all the refugees. Well, suddenly, now the population that was there, right, that created the country, is gone. They've been diluted. And so the order, the system that was created to maintain that population doesn't make sense anymore because there's a new population. And now you need to come up with something new to adapt to the population. Something new. How does that work? How do you, in real time, create a new system, organization, for a new group of people that consists of like all of the people in the world? You can't do it. It's like trying to make a video game by putting all of the video games in the world together. You're just going to create nothing. You just create something that's meaningless and unplayable. You know, you should focus on one aspect of video games, on one genre, on one set of mechanics, on something. You know, focus on something. Otherwise, you'll have nothing. Right? You blend all the colors together, and what do you get? You get gray or brown. You know? So, it's like that. Oh! Well, the 1913, we got to let in the Federal Reserve so they can fix the monetary system and add in margins so that we can have some sort of buffer, some sort of margin for error so they'll fix the economy. Okay, well now we're $30 trillion in debt and like there's $20 trillion missing from the Pentagon and you know all this stuff. So that really got us far, right? Federal Reserve and basically selling our monetary system and the minting process to a bunch of private banks. That was a really good idea, huh? That was a really good idea. So that's kind of like the Faustian bargain. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing all these things together. So at first it was just a little thing, right? Oh, this conglomerate of corporate bankers is going to fix our monetary system by injecting their money into the system or whatever, and they're going to have a reserve that, and but they get to take interest with all of the money printed. It just seems like a little thing, you know. I mean, it's just temporary, right? Because we got to get through this war. And but then it becomes a permanent installation, and it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And suddenly, you know, we're completely in debt, and the dollar's collapsing, and the petrodollar is extinct, and everything's gone, and we're dying. And we're new depression. We're already in a big, huge depression, a bigger depression than we've ever been in, but we just aren't feeling the effects of it yet because the supply chains haven't caught up. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. So you can see the snowball effect, right, or the slippery slope effect analogy. But yeah, so finally, a cool narrative element in this game that I can get on with. So how does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baulders Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Ariel's own. Chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach. Even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking. The damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. What else is on your mind?
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think I might. I don't know. Who do I want on my team, man?
At the ready.
Who do I want on my team, man? Arcane Recovery. I forgot about that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right.
Let's get going.
All right. I'm going to bed. Leaving camp. I'm gonna go hunt down Carlock. Finish my wine. Go to sleep. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Have to keep going.
Yeah, man. You know, jeez. What is this pig doing? What are you asking for? Okay. You gotta go hunt down Carlock. Let's see. Alright, that's enough of my racist, misogynist ranting. Yeah, so I mean, you know, it's like, yeah, if you want a liberal country, I mean, let women vote. You know, it's like whatever. I don't care. I'm just here to pray for a. I'm just here to pray for an easy end. You know, an easy collapse to everything. You know, I mean, everything's gonna collapse to the ground into a technocratic panopticon of violence and brutality, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm just, you know. I'm just here waiting for the mob to lynch me, you know? I mean, come on. What else can you ask? I mean... Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's the shed where we witnessed the degeneracy. Alright, we'll jump across here. So we can get to the Carlock. The Risen Road. Oh, we want to go this way. Ooh, hello. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, the gnolls. Alright. Let's take these guys out. Uh-oh. Yeah, so like the mechanics of this game are great. The mechanics of this game are great. And I can't complain too much about everything else because it's just par for the course, you know. I'm gonna throw a fireball at this guy. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Okay, what can I do here? I don't want to do that. I want to... Can I get these guys in a... I don't want to move. I want to look down the map here. There we go. Alright. What about this? I wonder. Not enough space. Not enough space. I can move this around. Yeah, I'll shoot this one. Did it get him? I think it got him. No, okay. We're gonna get this fool.
Will not know failure.
Yeah, boy. All right, 14 damage on this fool. Sorrowful Lash pulls the creature 10 foot closer to you. Oh, that's kind of cool. And I will rally Sir Milquetoast.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
And I'll get this guy. Nice. Alright, looks like this is going to be a little bit easier than the last time. Hyena Ear. Use those for a potion, I guess. Okay. Alright, I'll end my turn and I'll let them come to me. Actually, I'm going to back this guy up. So that he stays in that fireball. Nice. Okay. Alright. Oh, nice. And it actually kind of acts as another character that they can shoot at. Nice. Oh. So he broke Gale's concentration. That was a good move on his part. I'm gonna heal Gale. Just didn't do much. Okay, and also gonna do my heal him again. All right.
Dice roll in my favor.
Try and trip this guy. Ah.
Time to strike.
I want to get this guy. Yes. Okay, we're gonna rally Gale.
Nothing important is ever easy.
This boy is gonna go up here. Oh, not enough movement. Come on. Come on.
Light on my feet.
Alright, then I'll do a ranged attack. Nice. Alright. Oh! Didn't even see that guy back there. Nice. Missed 2 attacks. Nice. Oh!
I need to hold on.
Dang, almost dead. Uh-oh. Okay, so Shadowheart's gonna come up here. Just gonna heal this boy. And throw a cantrip at this boy. Oof.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Don't you laugh at me, hyena.
Not too close.
Don't you laugh at me, you bozo. Ugh. Alright.
Swift and lethal. My path be true.
Okay, she's gonna rally this guy. And ranged attack this guy. Nice. Okay. And I'm just gonna add my turn there. Wonder if he can get up close. Attack. Yep.
May the gods take you first.
Oh, I missed. No. Shit. I'm so low on health. Oh no. Would it be worth it to chug a health potion? Probably. Yeah. Oh, it only gave me 6. Oh no. I'm dead. Oh no. They're all gonna attack me. Oh no. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, you gotta help him up. You gotta help him up. I guess I could rally him from here. And attack this guy with my sword. Which actually might be better to take this other guy out. If I can, yeah. So I'm gonna move. Actually, Yeah, I'll just go like that. There we go.
You bow, or you break.
Oof. Oof. Okay, and I'm gonna go over here to essentially
Make way.
soak up damage for milk toast. Let's see. Can we also shoot too far? Try and get this guy. Nice. All right. So move up here, and we're gonna do some healing on milk toast. Gale's turn. Let's see if we can throw a firebolt at this guy. Path interrupted, of course. Alright. We're getting him.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
We're getting him. Did I use up all my... Oh, no, because I just revived. Okay. Not enough movement. Ugh. Ugh. I don't really have anything I can do, can I? Sanctuary. You or an ally cannot be targeted until you attack or harm a creature. You can still take damage from area spells. Weapon attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 radiance damage. Gain advantage on attack rolls against celestial fiends and undead. I'm going to do that Sanctuary spell. There we go. You or an ally. Okay. Okay, so I can't get attacked until I cause harm. Oh! Critical hit. Dang. Shadowheart's going down. Oh! Oh! Yo! These gnolls are vicious, man.
My smelling salts.
I thought I was good, but I'm not good. I'm not good at all. Okay. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Okay, 11 health. This guy's got 11. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm just gonna go up here with everybody else. Okay, this guy or that guy? This guy. Let's see if I can do more damage with this.
Let my name be known.
Oh. Alright, I'm gonna heal myself. Nope, I'm at full health. Okay.
Survival is all that matters.
Okay. I'll do healing on myself. 3. Nice. Very cool. Thanks. Dude, are you serious? Yeah. Why does Shadowheart sound like a hentai character? Like, I don't know. Whatever. She's got that female voice actor voice. That lilting, weeping voice actor voice.
Time to strike.
So does Lazy L. I mean, they've all got the same voice, basically. It's just... Okay, finally. Alright. Let's go over here so that we can soak up damage, hopefully. This guy's almost dead. Oh, this is a bonus action. Per turn. Oh, okay. Aw, missed him.
No choice but to keep going.
Okay, I'm gonna heal myself. Actually, maybe I'll let somebody else heal me. Not enough movement. Alright, never mind. Oh, 3 again. Great. Wonderful, thanks. That's so wonderful. My healing spells do 3 and they're doing like fucking, 16 damage. That's great. So useful. Okay, you can't do anything.
Victory awaits.
Oh, thank God.
Can't stay idle.
And we're gonna go over here and do a ranged attack. Nice. Okay, so now we can loot these guys. I have 5 that. Mangled corpse. Oh, okay. This is, so it looks like here's the victim. Looks like the druid from the encampment. Probably just like a stock character. Yeah, I'll take all that stuff. Alright, so, what's over there? Okay, so we gotta hunt down Carlock over here, so this is the way to the Knolls. Should probably take a short rest, eh?
Better than nothing.
Yeah. Didn't really get back our spell. Didn't really get back our spell slots, but whatever. Oh, there's more down there, dang it. Okay. That's right. Let's go this way.
Bet that'll fit in my pack.
Alright, so I got some autumn crocus. Alright. Dead hyena. What happened? Okay, I see some dudes up there. I think we need to go in here, though. I don't think we're gonna get through this dungeon here without a long rest. Let's see how far we can go. Hunt down. Oh, it's behind us. Is Carl? What? It says hunt down Carlock is right around here.
Open up. This must be where the Knolls attacked.
Okay. Okay, so this is, we need to investigate this before we move on, I'm guessing. Target cannot be restrained. What? Okay, let's yeah, let's move up here and investigate.
Beast reeks of brimstone and offal. Every breath is thick with blood.
Yeah, I
You
don't
hear
need to see
what
this.
comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones and a yelp of pain as her body
Okay,
starts to
yeah, I don't need
twist
to
and undulate.
strike while the beast is vulnerable. Alright. Yeah. Nice. Critical success. That's right.
You land a swift strike against her skull. She yelps, then goes still. Whatever horrific creature was growing inside the hyena dies along with her.
Nice. Okay, so now we have to kill all these other ones. Cleave. Swing your weapon in a large arc to attack up to 3 enemies. Sacrifices 20 feet of movement. Alright, let's go attack this. Let's go put these beasts out of their misery. Oh! Critical hit, dude.
This is your end.
What about flanking? Does flanking exist? 'Cause I would really like that. Alright.
Victory is assured.
Let's step over here and throw a fireball. Okay.
Can't even catch my breath.
Not enough resources. What? What are you talking about? Not enough resources. Okay, whatever.
Let's finish this.
Okay, so would it be better if I attacked it like that? Yeah.
Meet your maker.
Okay, cool. And turn. These guys are gonna burst. Yep. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna attack this guy. Because he's down and he's not a null yet. Not dead yet. Oh, I feel bad. Uh-oh.
Fury. I am death.
Okay, there we go. Out of its misery. There we go. And I'm gonna rally. That's all I'm gonna rally for now. That's all I'm gonna rally for now. I guess I'll do as much damage as I can. And that one's dead. That one's dead. Are any that are alive? No, they're all dead. Cool. Alright, I'll get this guy. There we go. Nice. Didn't do any damage though. Dang. Alright. Nice. Alright.
Nothing will stand in my way. No time for mercy.
Cool. Alright, let's search the place.
Wild beasts. Nothing good is born from a corpse.
Let them come. We will rip them from top to tail.
Nothing good is born from a corpse. I thought you worship death. Don't you worship the goddess of death or something? Interesting.
No traps, please.
Oh, an empty ribcage. Glad it showed me. Alright, let's see. As per my last letter, there we go. That's what we want. Pile of bones. No, we want the to the godly to the good godly folk of Faerun. Okay, there we go. We can read that.
On my way.
No. Alright. And as per my last letter. There we go. Though the name of the recipient is obscure, the letter appears to continue a debate of some heat. Your analysis is flawed. The hells are not so simple to understand, boiling down 9 cosmological layers into evil. But with a few more rules, does generations of scholars discredit each layer as its own unique moral and magical ecosystem. What Zero permits in Avernus may be blasphemy to Mammon. In the chained cities of Minoras, the hells bend not only to their whim and will, but to their mere presence. The more souls they acquire, the more that combined influence spreads. Avernus itself is glorious for study. Watch a Yogoloth mercenary debate mid-battle with a Rakshasa and tell me I'm wrong. From its red starless sky to every bloody tributary leading to Styx, there is something to explore. Of course, getting down there in the middle of the blood war is a bit stressful, but you can't judge what you don't know. I've gotten off topic. The point is, you're wrong. Looking forward to your reply. Best, Silverius Sivakis, Sage of Candlekeep. Okay, so he's saying the demons are fighting each other, which is, of course, isn't really true, but, okay. Let's see, we got the inventory, we got this letter to the godly folk of Faerun. Let's inspect it. Come on, inspect. Really? That's. Read. A circular from the Church of Ogma, Lord of all knowledge. It is stamped with the seal of Brevek Feanor, most high lore master of the unrolling scroll temple in Baulders Gate. To the good godly folk of Faerun. In the first instance, and in the name of the Lord Binder himself, let me bid you thanks. The realms shaking events that have since become known as the Second Sundering marked a time of great confusion and upheaval. Gods fell and rose again. Lost continents appeared, reappeared, and the very weaves shook as the plains birthed a new and yet mysterious order. Such chaos is often anathema to Ogma's sacred pursuit of truth and knowledge. However, with the help of the innumerable first-hand accounts submitted to our agents by good folk all across the continent, the Church is satisfied that an image of these strange years has begun to coalesce. As such, we would kindly ask that no further unsolicited material on this matter be sent to our temples. While all knowledge is of import to the Lord Binder, we are confident that any future plane-shaping events will not be presaged in the shape of tobacco smoke or read in the droppings of the village herd. A new and strange age is upon us. For divine guidance, we humbly bid you to look to your local temple leaders and to forward such relevant materials to them. Yours ever seeking. Okay. So on one hand, so he's saying to send unsolicited material to the temple, to not send the unsolicited material to the temple, but then he's saying to forward it to such relevant materials to the temple leaders. Okay, so they're just making the priest look like an idiot, as usual. But I don't know, maybe he's a... I don't know, whatever. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. Who knows? Newborn Knoll. Creepy. Viscera. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we could have exploded that barrel over there. Huh. Pile of bones, mangled corpse. Okay, so we gotta keep going here. Guess we might as well hold off on that short rest for now. Maybe we can take this lower route here. What's in here? Dagger root. Do not disturb turned on. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. I better go to bed. What is in here? Wooden planks. I think we have to break that down. All right, let's go. Go up here. Can't get there. Huh. We have to jump, I guess. With full armor. Yeah, right, dude. Perception failed. Everybody... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, everybody failed. Slim Pasha Cup. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a big boulder up there. That's gonna come and crush us, I see. Okay. Nice. Oh no! You guys suck, dude. Is nobody gonna help? Nobody's gonna help Shadowheart up? Are you serious? Just gonna leave her there? Bro, it's cold, man. Alright, let's do a short rest.
Steal that one later.
Okay. Yeah. Was that a cry of pain? Like, I don't know. Gotta crack that fire wine open. Alright. So, I hope we don't get shot here. This fire wine's gonna blow, man. Did we use up all of our short rests? I think so. Okay, there's definitely gonna be guys up here. Rugen. Huh. Is she still whinging on? Because she's got half her health. It does make sense. Should we rest? Long rest. Go to camping in the day. You can use camp supplies to regain hit points. I'll use alchemy fire. Oh, I think these guys are attacking these guys.
Who the hell's... Get over here and help! If we
All right,
don't
man.
deal with them gnolls, none of us are getting out of here alive.
Finally, some national brotherhood. All right. Persuasion. One of us is getting out of here richer. I don't fight for free. Oh my gosh. Come on. All right. Hold the line while I prepare for battle.
Aye, that we can do. The fire won't hold them forever, though. Be quick about it. When the fighting starts, we'll be right alongside you.
All right. Okay. So I want to position my people. Perception fail. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
Take the leader down! We'll try to hold the rest back!
Okay. Alright. Nice, dude. Good throw. Alright, this is gonna be... yeah. Great. Dude, Rugen is gonna die. I should have just let him out of here. Oh. This is not good. Rugen, you gotta get out of here, dude. I can barely heal myself. Think I can heal you? Ollie's dead. Oh my gosh. Alright. Alright, we'll just F8. We'll go back. Should probably actually go to bed. I think I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah. Finish my wine. Say my prayers. Visit with the folks a little bit. Oh. The peeps.